Here we go. Oh yeah.
There we go. I read you were chosen by Paloma Faith to support her on this tour. How was the tour been so far, and what's it been like working with Paloma?
The tour has been maybe the most fun tour I've done in a long time. And that's just because Paloma's so great. Her band is so great. Everybody that works for her is super nice. It's like a big family, which is what I'm used to. Like when I tour, I like to have like people who are good. So I just like to surround myself with good folks.
Yep.
So that's all been really great. And what's really been an extra like surprise is that her fans are also really like cool people. Like, and I really love how much they worship her and like just really admire her. It's like, it's just a real pleasure to watch someone, it's like a group of people really follow and support an artist so much.
They seem to absolutely love her over here.
Yeah.
It's been over a year since the release of your album, Smoke and Mirrors. What's the past year been like since its release, and any thoughts on a follow-up?
Yeah, well, I'll be releasing some more music in 2015. I'm not sure if it's going to be a full-length album or an EP yet, but I'll be releasing something next year. And the reception has been really good. Like, I don't really read reviews or anything like that, but I just know playing the music and watching the crowd react, it's been
a good response.
Yeah, great
awesome.
response.
Looking forward to the new album or EP or whatever it is. You worked with Charlie Peacock on this album. How did it all come about, and what did he bring to the album that maybe other producers wouldn't have brought to it?
I was like, I knew the album I wanted to make. I knew what I wanted it to sound like, and I had the songs written. But I just was in a place where I wasn't totally confident in myself and the songs, and I really needed somebody with just a strong, grounded confidence. Like, he comes with a lot of that and beautiful musical knowledge and IQ for music. So it was really great to get in deep with him, and I chose to work with him because I really liked the space and the sparseness of the Civil War records, and but that wasn't the real reason. The real reason was I called him up and interviewed him and just asked him about like, what he thinks about music and my music, and we totally clicked over the phone. So
awesome. So you knew it was going to work from the start. You bring a fun and light-hearted feel to folk music while still keeping the emotional elements. Do you think your style helps bring folk music to a younger generation?
I think so. Like when I play my own shows, I see a lot of young people in the crowd, and I just try to get rid of like the whole folk genre. I mean, I appreciate that I'm categorized that way, but I just think it comes with the stigma of being like kind of sleepy, tired old music, and so I don't really call myself, I just say I'm a singer-songwriter, but yeah, I think it's about young people. I mean, it's to me it's a timeless genre that any age, any generation can listen to, but I really try to keep it youthful and spontaneous and fun.
A little bit upbeat as well.
Yeah.
It's fun to dance along to. The likes of Paul Simon is an influence to you. Who else influences you, and what is it about Paul Simon's Graceland that you love so much?
Well, I love Paul Simon because to me he's just like such an authentic individual, and he writes songs that are just so specific to him and what he's going through, but they're relatable, and they're so emotional, but they're very subtle. Shows a lot of restraint. I really like that, but I'm a big Van Morrison fan who's like the opposite, shows no restraint, you know, and I love that too. I love Cat Stevens and Graham Nash.
The more kind of just stripped back, but still very out there. You have a clear love for nature and the outdoors. Do you think that helps keep you grounded and keep a good balance between home and touring?
Yeah, nature definitely keeps... I've always been most inspired in life by just the natural world. It just gives me a sense of space, time. It makes me feel relevant, makes me fit in, makes me reflective. I don't get as much time off though as I probably deserve or should have, just because I work so hard.
Yeah.
But whenever I do get a substantial amount of time off, I always retreat to somewhere like the mountains where unwind and recharge.
And you can appreciate it more when you don't get it as often.
Yeah.
You've sold some of your amazing artwork on tour. Will you be doing any more of that?
I will. Not on this tour because the tour is a challenging one for me in the sense that I'm doing a lot of driving and a lot of promo, and I don't really, like, the time off I have been painting, but I don't want to be forced to like have to come up with a painting every day. Like, that's what when I tour in the U.S. and I have someone driving the bus and someone handling this and all the stuff for me, then it's easier. But yeah, I plan to do a lot more selling of my artwork and illustrating. And I'd like to make a book.
That'd be awesome.
Thank you.
Sure, I've seen some of your work and it's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
It's really nice. You're part of the Mosaic Project. How did you get involved in that, and can you tell those watching what it is?
It's a non-profit organization in the San Francisco Bay in California. Awesome. And it's all about bringing kids of different backgrounds together in a camp-like setting, but they come up with their schools. But they mix and mingle and work with kids who are from their other very different backgrounds, and they teach each other about who they are, where they're from, and what their community's like, and what their heritage is like. And it's all done in a way where we break down stereotypes and discrimination, prejudice, and we understand what's behind all that, and really it's ignorance and separation. And give the kids the tools to break all that stuff down and build community across difference.
It's amazing work, and it's usually maybe the parents.
Yeah,
still
it's
that
all the kids exhibit prejudices as early as 2. We work with kids in the 5th grade, which is, to me, is too late, but it's still early enough. But it's the earliest we can get them to take them away from home. But I started working with them in college. They were just starting out, and they were looking for somebody to write music for the program, and that's how I got involved. And then after college, I ended up working for them full time for 2 years.
It's amazing work. What is in store for yourself for the rest of 2014 and as we go into 2015?
Well, the rest of I'm finishing this Paloma tour, and then all of December I'm taking off just to be in the mountains, write, ski. All of January, my girlfriend and I are going with another non-profit organization called Love, Hope, Strength to Africa. Wow. We're going to hike Kilimanjaro and play music and raise money for a children's cancer center in Tanzania.
Wow, that's amazing. Good luck with that. You'll be knackered. You'll be needing another break.
And then right after that, as soon as that's over, I jump back into more touring in the U.S.
Wow. So. And hopefully the UK eventually.
And later in the year I'll be back here.
Awesome. Anything you'd like to say to those watching to wrap things up?
I'm just really excited to be here. This is a place that I feel a connection to, not only just because of my family's heritage, but just I always thought that my music would go over here pretty well, and I just haven't had the support to come over here, and so I'm really thankful, Paloma, for bringing me aboard, and hopefully people listen and enjoy, and I can come back here and learn more.
Hopefully, because you certainly deserve it, and I think Paloma's crowd will bring you in with open arms. Okay. Thank you very much for your time.
Here we go.